Sir Officer Tate, but what kind of fake bomb would you like? A fake hydrogen bomb, a fake neutron bomb, or a standard generic fake atom bomb?
The biggest. It doesn't matter what kind. It's fake, isn't it? Just give me the biggest that you got. Next, I'll have a fake O.J. Simpson glove and, oh yeah, a stamp for printing fake fingerprints. You say, boy, you see what happens when you can't keep your nose clean, boy? People like you think society owes them something, boy. Society ain't owes you no nothing, boy. Ain't no free lunch, boy. You gotta earn it, boy. People like you ain't never what a lick of work, no, never. Boy, we didn't arrest you, boy. You arrested yourself, boy. What you expected when you built this bomb, boy? We'll give you a chance, boy. All you gotta do is sign this document and you can go home today, boy.
But this is a false confession. I can't sign this. I'm innocent. I didn't build this thing. Those are not my fingerprints.
What is your boy? Is he black or is he white, boy? Is he a zebra, boy?
I have a right to remain silent. I don't have to answer any of your questions.
Right? You ain't got no right to remain silent, boy. You ain't under arrest yet, boy. The right to remain silent is only for people who is under arrest. And you ain't under arrest yet, boy. But if you don't sign this confession, you will be under arrest, boy. Right to remain silent. Boy, you've been watching too many talk shows on TV. You're under arrest now,
But you said that the right to remain silent is only for those who've been arrested. And I've been arrested. So I have the right to remain silent.
Right to remain silent. That where you is, boy. Where do you think you is, boy? You think you is in Disneyland, boy? This ain't no Disneyland, boy. This is jail, boy. What rights could you possibly have in jail? You've been watching too many cop shows on TV.
Whenever Mr. Sanchez gets arrested by the cops, FBI, sheriff, ICE, aka the INS, they usually laugh and say, "Right to remain silent? Ha ha ha, you don't have the right to remain silent. The right to remain silent is only for those who have already been arrested. And you haven't been arrested yet. Ha ha ha, you've been watching too many cop shows on TV." Then, once they put you in jail, they laugh and say, "Right to remain silent? Ha ha, don't you know where you are? Do you think you're in Disneyland? This is no Disneyland. This is jail. What right could you possibly have in jail? Ha ha ha, you've been watching too many cop shows on TV." When Mr. Sanchez was accused of illegal immigration at Imperial Beach, California by Officer Stan Kosolski, the beach was crowded with hundreds of white people. ICE, aka the INS, scrambled directly to Mr. Sanchez like a heat-seeking missile. They never asked any questions from the white people. Officer Kosolski offered Mr. Sanchez a deal. If Mr. Sanchez would sign a false confession by falsely admitting to illegal immigration to the U.S., Mr. Sanchez would be allowed to go home today. The confession was full of fake news. One of these lies was that Mr. Sanchez was unable to speak English. If Mr. Sanchez was really unable to speak English, then why was the confession written in English? He was eventually allowed to go home after 3 months of cruel incarceration, including confinement in a 4 feet by 8 feet chain link cage out in the hot summer sun. No shade, the roof was also chain link fencing. There were other prisoners in a different cage begging for cigarettes from the cops as they passed by. Although few white people believe it, half of all blacks and Hispanics in U.S. prisons are there because they were coerced into signing a false confession. It's a proven fact. It was proven when DNA was invented and all prisoners were allowed to take a DNA test to prove their innocence. The prisons became 25% empty. The Central Park Five were black and Hispanic children who were abused physically and verbally by the cops without notifying their parents. The kids were accused of raping an adult white woman. The young lady was so brutally beaten that she had no memory of the rape. Therefore, she was unable to testify against the kids. The kids didn't know anything about sex. They didn't understand the word rape. The cops gave the kids an X-rated explanation about the birds and the bees by using the most vulgar and disgusting street profanity possible. Eventually, the parents agreed that if the kids would make a false video confession, the kids would come home today. As usual, the cops lied and the kids were not allowed to go home. The video recordings were given to the media and so the Central Park Five video confessions were broadcasted nationwide. This caused a furious clamor nationwide. Donald Trump paid for a full-page ad on the New York Times demanding the execution of the kids on the electric chair. Years later, after the kids grew up in prison, DNA proved that none of the kids raped the woman. The true rapist, already serving a life term for an unrelated case, confessed to the rape. He said that he did it alone. DNA proved that the description of the rape as described by the rapist was accurate. To this day, Donald Trump still says that the children, now middle-aged adults, are guilty.
We'll give you a chance, boy. All you gotta do is sign this document, and you can go home today, boy.
But this is a false confession. I can't sign this. I'm innocent. I didn't build this thing.